Hello, my name is Uriah Aguilar, founder of Divergent Trades and author of Static in the Markets. Today we are going to be doing an exclusive reading of Chapter 1, The Storm Within. To gain access to this free chapter, visit my website, divergenttrades.com. When you get to my website, on the very first page, you'll see this button, and you can click that and gain access to this chapter for a free download. You can also watch the trailer for Static in the Markets and pre-order the ebook on Amazon. You can read more about me and also visit Static in the Markets page by clicking it from the menu. From here, you can get more information about Static in the Markets, what it is, and also download the journal that goes along with the ebook. You can watch the trailer from here as well and read the chapter here as well. Scroll down to read the reviews that early readers have left for this book. While you're there, visit Divergent Trades Ministry from my menu as well. And this is where you can gain access to my YouTube channel where I do daily Bible study. You can also submit a prayer request and download free wallpapers that we have created. Let's get into Chapter 1 for Static in the Markets. Chapter 1: The Market Crashes Inside Your Own Body. You have the power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Every trader knows what it feels like when the market collapses. One moment, the chart is gliding along in a clean uptrend, momentum building, candles marching upward in confident succession. Then, without warning, a single violent red candle rips through the screen. Stop orders are triggered. Volume spikes. The air itself seems to thin as fear rushes in. It's the kind of collapse that leaves you staring at your P&L, frozen, unable to process how quickly everything has changed. No time to hedge, no time to adjust. Only the reality that something you thought was stable is now in free fall. That is what it felt like the day I heard the word cancer. Personal limit down. There are no circuit breakers for moments like that. No built-in pause to catch your breath. One moment I was planning trades, raising my kids, living life on autopilot. The next I was limit down. My body and my future repriced in an instant. Markets can recover after a crash, though not without scars. Portfolios can be rebuilt, equity curves can climb again, but in that moment, none of those thoughts comforted me. I was staring at the emotional equivalent of a screen filled with red, panic, disbelief, and denial. And just as in the markets, the first rule of survival is simple: don't blow up. Shock and acceptance. In trading, the fastest way to blow an account is to fight the trend. You see the chart falling, and instead of accepting it, you buy dips. You keep insisting the market owes you a reversal, and every time you double down, you accelerate your destruction. Denial in life is no different. My first instinct after diagnosis was to fight the reality of it. This can't be happening. I'm too young. I'm too strong. I have too much left to do. The mind tries to bargain with forces far bigger than itself. It tries to push air it cannot see away, not accepting the current breeze as it rips through the pierced sections of its doubt. But markets don't care about your opinions, and neither does life. The chart doesn't reverse just because you want it to. A tumor doesn't shrink because you beg it to. The only thing you control is your response. And just like in trading, step one is acceptance. Risk management in life. In the markets, we learn early: protect capital, don't risk it all on one position, set stops, size appropriately. Your number one job isn't to make money, it's to stay in the game long enough for your edge to work. Cancer taught me the same law applies outside the markets. I had to treat my energy, time, and hope as capital. I couldn't afford to spend it recklessly. Some days the win was simply getting out of bed. Some days it was making it to a doctor's appointment without collapsing. Those were my green candles, small, unglamorous, but compounding over time. The rookie trader wants home runs. The seasoned trader knows the power of singles. The cancer patient learns the same. A walk around the block, a laugh with your kids, one day without pain. They add up. Building new routines. After the crash comes structure. When markets stabilize after volatility, the pros don't dive back in recklessly. They reassess, redraw levels, and wait for new patterns to emerge. I had to do the same. My old routines were not built for this new volatility. I couldn't grind 18-hour days. I couldn't run on adrenaline and caffeine. My new stop losses were rest, boundaries, nutrition, meditation. My new trading journal was a notebook of symptoms, emotions, and small victories. Discipline wasn't about doing more, it was about doing less, but doing it deliberately. The trader parallel. What cancer stripped from me was certainty. What it gave me was clarity. The markets will always crash. Life will always deliver storms. The edge doesn't belong to the strongest or the smartest. It belongs to the one who can manage risk, preserve capital, and stay in the game. That is why risk management is more than a trading tactic. It's a way of life. In the markets, you set a stop before you enter a trade. In life, you set boundaries before stress overwhelms you. In markets, you measure risk in points or ticks. In life, you measure it in hours of energy and emotional resilience. Cancer was my ultimate stop out. It forced me to acknowledge that I couldn't control outcomes, but I could control my process. Compounding resilience. If you zoom in on a chart, the noise is unbearable. Every tick feels like life or death. But when you zoom out, you see the trend. Recovery works the same way. Zoomed in, setbacks felt endless. Bad days stacked on bad days. Treatments that didn't work. Pain that didn't relent. But zoomed out, there was progress. Strength returned in increments. Perspective sharpened and gratitude compounded. Compounding isn't just financial, it's emotional, spiritual, and mental. Every small discipline act repeated multiplies. Every act of resilience compounds into a trend. And that's the secret. Survival isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, disciplined steps repeated until momentum returns. Key takeaway. Cancer didn't turn me into a different person. It revealed the trader inside of me. It showed me that the same mindset that survives volatility in the markets is one that survives volatility in life. Accept the crash, manage risk, preserve capital, build structure, compound resilience. The edge isn't about entries and exits. The real edge is mindset. Reflection prompts. Think of a moment in your life that felt like a market crash. How did you respond? Where in your life could you apply a stop loss to protect your emotional or physical capital? What is one small daily win that you can compound starting today? Traders exercise. Write down 3 risk management rules for your life, just as you would for your trades. Follow them for 1 week, and at the end, review whether those rules protected your energy, time, or emotional capital. Thank you so much for taking this time to sit with me while I read Chapter 1 of Static in the Markets. If these pages spoke to you, if they reminded you that faith, discipline, and peace can exist even in volatility, then I invite you to stay connected. This book, it's more than just a story about trading. It's a call to resilience, purpose, and trusting that God's timing is perfect, no matter what the circumstances look like. If you want to have peace in your life, you must be able to grasp what God is doing currently in your life. Thank you so much. And again, my name is Uhriaha Aguilar, author of Static in the Markets and founder of Divergent Trades, LLC. I can't wait for you to read the full book. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with someone that it might help today.